Students, starting our discussion on solving few number of problems on torsion of shafts topic, we will begin this class with first problem on torsion of shaft structural member. The problem definition goes like this: a solid stepped bar of circular cross section subjected to two values of torque, one at the change in the cross section with magnitude 3 kilonewton meter in anti-clockwise direction, and one at the free end of the shaft structural member with the magnitude 1 kilonewton meter also acting in the anti-clockwise direction. You students have to determine angle of twist or angular displacement, both are one and the same, and shear stress in the structural member given G equals 7 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per mm square and Young's modulus E equals 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Before solving the problem, each one of you must remember this important point very clearly in your mind. That is, observe carefully these numbers. Torque 1 kilonewton meter, torque 3 kilonewton meter, diameter 500 mm and diameter 550 mm, length 200 mm and 400 mm, along with rigidity modulus G as 7 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per mm square. Among these cluster of numbers, only the torque is being presented with the SI unit meter, and all other numbers are in millimeter. So, the important point to the minds of all the students is, before starting the solution to the problem, convert every number in one unit, preferably in SI unit. The meaning of my just said sentence is, convert the value of G from Newton per mm square to Newton per meter square by doing suitable modification. Convert the value of diameters 100 mm and 50 mm in meters. Then you substitute in the formula, as well as the values of the lengths of the elements 200 mm and 400 mm. You also convert them into meters. Then you substitute in the relevant formula and proceed with the calculation. Starting the solution to this particular problem, the first step is writing down FER. As you can see in the middle portion of this particular sheet, FER is being written with the following details. As the sketch is clearly giving an indication that there will be two elements with two different diameters and two length values. This I have told very clearly in my previous video. Corresponding to the count of the length values, relevant number of elements will be present in a structural member. In simple words, in this sketch there are two L values. Two L values means two elements will be there. Two elements means you have to determine two individual element stiffness matrices K1 and K2. That's it, very simple. As per FER, there are three nodes, 1, 2 and 3. On node 1, torque T1 is applied, that causes an angular displacement theta 1. On node 2, torque T2 is applied, that causes an angular displacement theta 2. On node 3, torque T3 is applied, that causes an angular displacement of theta 3. Nodes 1 and 2 are joined together to get element E1. Nodes 2 and 3 are joined together to get element E2. L1 is the length of element E1. L2 is the length of element E2. After writing down FER, we are going to write down the individual element stiffness matrix corresponding to two elements E1 and E2. From the formula sheet, we know that For element E1, individual element stiffness matrix is calculated by using the formula small letter k1 equals g1 j1 by l1 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. G1 is equal to G2 is equal to G, only one value. Convert that Newton per mm square into Newton per meter square, then you substitute here. That is 7 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per mm square is equal to 7 into 10 to the power of 4 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton per meter square. Also, for first element, diameter is 100 mm, which is nothing but 0.1 meter. Thus, J1 is equal to pi d1 to the power 4 by 32, pi into 0.1 to the power 4 by 32. When you simplify, the answer is 9.817 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter to the power 4. When you substitute these values in the above equation, you are going to get an answer for K1, which is being shown in the next video.